We continue our conversation with Appleton Police Chief Polly Olson. When you came on as police chief, you said you were committed to strengthening community relationships. How do you plan to do that?
I have some really specific strategies in mind that putting into place, and just doing outreach to some of our underserved populations, building those relationships, attending community events, being at meetings, just really trying to be very intentional about the outreach that we're doing so that we can really strengthen some of the relationships we already have, but just take it a step further.
How important are these neighborhood watch programs, neighborhood outreach programs?
You know, they're really critical to maintaining the safety that we have in our city. You know, there are eyes and ears, you know, of course across the city. When you have neighborhoods that, you know, they're familiar with one another, they're familiar with the comings and goings of their neighbors, they know when something is generally off. And that's why we encourage them, you know, to call us. If you see a garage door that's been left open for a few days and you know that's unusual, you know, then it's time to call the police. And I think that by stressing the importance of taking care of your neighbors and being part of a neighborhood community is really what lets us, you know, be the type of community that the city of Appleton is.
Every new boss has their own agenda, their own vision, and I'm sure you probably have some changes that you would like to make. Anything that you can, you know, tell us? Because it's not as though you're a new person coming into the Appleton Police Department and looking over the lay of the land. You know everything in that department. Are there things that you want to maybe change a little bit?
Well, you know, that's a great question. So when Chief Thomas and I were transitioning, I took the time to meet with every member of the department. We have 157 employees with the city of Appleton.
Many?
Yeah, with the PD, 114 sworn officers, and then the rest are civilian staff. And so I took a lot of notes during those meetings, and you know, those are the types of things that when I reflect on that will lead me to, you know, making those, I think, small changes perhaps in how we're operating. But to your point, you know, I've been a member of the command staff for a long time in the PD. I've had a voice at the table for a long time, so there wasn't going to be any sort of sweeping changes, of course, with me taking over as chief, but instead, you know, looking at small things that I can do that maybe are more, you know, personal to me, or things that I feel passionate about that we can, you know, do at the PD to just make the work environment just a little bit more even employee-centric and certainly better serve the community.
Appleton prides itself on being a diverse community, a welcoming community. What role does the police department play in that overall picture?
I think it's huge. You know, I think that you have to establish your city as being a safe city for all people, regardless of, again, what their ethnic background is, or, you know, what their life history is like, and that make your city inviting, and safety is really a huge part of that. You know, if somebody comes here from another part of the country or another part of the state, or is just visiting or wants to relocate, you know, they need to be able to feel like they can safely walk down the road or safely go to dinner or a show or any of those things in order for them to stay, or in order for them to return as a visitor. So I think the police department and our officers play a really large role in that piece.
We are with Appleton Police Chief Polly Olson. We wrap up in just a moment, so please stay with us.